We've made a number of decisions and there are some others yet to come. Let me tell you what we have already decided. From Monday, Year 11 and 12 students, so VCE students and Year 10 students for the VCE component of their learning, if they are doing VCE subjects, will return to as normal face-to-face learning. That is principally a function of the fact that as older students, they are able to maintain physical distance, they are able to be much more careful in getting to and from school, and indeed many of them, certainly a much higher proportion than younger cohorts, will get to school on their own. They won't need to have parents taking them and picking them up. That is seen as a much lower risk, and of course every day at school is important, but for those Year 11 and Year 12 students, we want to make sure that their VCE is not any more disrupted than it already has been, and we want the certificate of education to be meaningful across both regional Victoria and Metro, and having two very different settings I think would potentially cause us some issues there. In addition to those Year 11 and 12 students and the Year 10s who do VCE subjects, specialist schools will also will reopen or will come back from holidays, and there'll be face-to-face programs as per normal from Monday. That is in recognition of the very significant challenges that those higher needs kids have and their families have, learning from home, flexible learning, the feedback from parents, from teachers, from those who know and understand those challenges best, is that is not a practical option, so they will return to school as well on Monday. As for all other students, we will extend the school holidays for a further week. There will be 5 pupil-free days next week. Teachers will be at work, they'll be at school, and they will be doing 2 things. Firstly, preparing for whatever the balance of the term may look like, and we will make further announcements once we see more data, once things are a little more settled in the coming days. Again, giving parents as much notice as we can. And the second function that at least some of those teachers will be performing is for parents who are working in essential jobs that can't be done from home. So whether mum or dad are stacking shelves at Coles or Woolworths, or whether mum and dad are a nurse or a police officer, those kids will be able to be taken to school, and for next week there will be a supervised school holiday program for them. We will, before the end of this week, we will finalise what our plans are for flexible and remote learning at the very latest, early into next week, so giving parents as much notice as possible. But those arrangements will be in place Year 11 and 12 back to school and specialist schools back to school on Monday, business as usual. And for the rest of our kids, we will make further announcements quite soon. But for those who are the children of essential workers or people who simply can't work from home, there will be supervised school holiday programs for them. And just finally, there is a week's extension of the school holidays to give us some more time to plan, some more time to get more data and to see exactly the most contemporary picture of the challenge that we face. In terms of, and I might add, there has been consultation in the last couple of hours with the Catholic and independent sectors, and I think that we'll be able to get a broad agreement and have one setting that'll apply to schools right across our state.